By the end of this review, you'll know if Strinova is a game you should dive into or skip entirely. This game has some exciting ideas that set it apart from other shooters, but it's not without its flaws. Let's break it all down. Strinova's main gimmick is simple, but brilliant. Every character in the game can turn themselves into a flat, 2D version. When you're in this mode, you can stick to walls, float in the air, or hide in plain sight. Think of it like becoming a living piece of paper. It's harder for enemies to hit you, and you can sneak around in ways that no other shooter lets you. For example, imagine you're playing an objective-based mode like Escort. Normally, players would shoot anyone near the moving objective, right? But in Strinova, you can stick to the side of the wagon in 2D mode. Enemies don't even think to look there, so you're essentially invisible until it's too late. It's hilarious and effective. The same mechanic works in other modes too. In Demolition, where there are no respawns, players use 2D mode to stick to walls and ambush opponents. People rarely check above them, so you can sit there waiting for the perfect moment to attack. It's a fresh, creative way to play a shooter. But it's not just about sneaky tricks. The 2D mechanic can also help in fights. Your hitbox becomes super thin, making it harder for enemies to hit you while you reload or reposition. It adds a layer of strategy that makes every match feel exciting and different. The actual gameplay in Strinova is fast-paced and fun. The time it takes to kill someone, often called time to kill, TTK, is just right. It's not so fast that fights feel over before they start, but not so slow that it drags on. This balance makes both attacking and healing roles feel useful. Each game mode feels well designed for the most part. Escort mode works great with the 2D gimmick since it revolves around defending or attacking a moving objective. Team Deathmatch is pure chaos, with 5 teams battling it out across the map, and Demolition adds tension by giving players only 1 life per round, making every decision count. The maps are built to encourage creativity. There are walls to stick to, open areas to glide through, and plenty of corners to set up ambushes. It's clear the developers wanted players to fully use the 2D mechanic, and they nailed it. While Strinova is fun, it's far from perfect. Let's talk about the issues that might frustrate you. The main menu feels dull. It's the first thing you see when you boot up the game, but it lacks the excitement and polish you'd expect from a modern shooter. Then there's the default controls. They're clunky and awkward. Sure, you can customize them after the tutorial, but it's a rough start for new players. Strinova uses a system where you unlock new characters or agents by spending in-game credits. You can earn these credits by playing or buy them with real money. While it's fair enough that you can grind to unlock agents, it might take too long for some players. This could push people towards spending real money, which isn't ideal for those who just want to enjoy the game without emptying their wallets. One big complaint is the lack of customization for agents. In most shooters, you can tweak your loadouts, choosing which weapons, gadgets, or perks your character brings into a match. But in Strinova, agents come with fixed loadouts. This limits your ability to adapt to different situations and makes the game feel a little less personal. The agents in Strinova each have their own unique abilities, which adds variety to the game, but not every character feels useful in every mode. Take Audrey, for example. She's a defensive powerhouse with an ability to deploy a shielded machine gun. This makes her fantastic in escort mode, where holding a position is crucial. But in Team Deathmatch, where speed and mobility are king, Audrey struggles. She's just too slow to keep up with the constant action. On the other hand, Fuskia is great at picking off individual enemies. Her ability to track injured opponents through walls is super useful in Team Deathmatch. But in Demolition mode, her healing ability is almost pointless because players don't respawn, so there aren't enough opportunities to use it effectively. This uneven usefulness isn't necessarily a bad thing. It means every agent has a mode where they shine, but it also means you'll have to pick your agent carefully depending on the game mode. Strinova includes a gacha system for cosmetic items like skins and outfits. Thankfully, these are purely for looks and don't affect gameplay. That's good news for players who want a fair competitive experience. However, if you're someone who loves unlocking cool skins, be prepared to grind or spend some real money. So, is Strinova worth playing? If you want a shooter that feels fresh and rewards creativity, Strinova is a solid pick. The 2D transformation mechanic is genuinely unique and opens up strategies you won't find in other games. The maps and game modes are designed to make full use of this gimmick, ensuring no 2 matches feel the same. But Strinova isn't without its flaws. The main menu and controls need work, The agent unlock system could feel grindy for some, and the lack of customization might turn off players who like to tweak their loadouts. It's not perfect, but it has a lot of potential. If you're okay with these minor issues, Strinova is absolutely worth trying. It's fun, different, and full of moments that will make you laugh out loud. Just don't expect perfection. It's a game that's still finding its footing, but it's off to a great start. That wraps up our Strinova review. If you're interested in checking out Supervive, click the link and dive into the action. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.